Disclaimer, I'm not a mechanic, I'm a hobbyist. Follow any of the advice given at your own risk. Vehicle, 2001 Volkswagen Eurovan with the, I think it's a 24 valve VR6 automatic, North American. That's where we're at. Problem, you go to start your car and your park, reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, 1, all that stuff, it all lights up at the same time. There's an interlock activated and you cannot get your car started. Solution, I found this by accident. So you go to start your car, and when you do this, it doesn't just light up the P, it lights up the PRND321, all of them together, all right? So you turn the key, and even though you know you have power and everything's good to go, it just doesn't start. No clicking, just doesn't do anything, will not start. So what you do is you go down here, there's a panel down here, it's got 4 screws, you just take these screws off right here, this one, that one, and that one. Pop the panel off, it looks like this. 4 screws right there, and take the panel off. In there you'll see a bunch of relays and other stuff. In addition to those things, you will see a relay that's marked 175. It looks like this. It looks like this guy right here, 175. That is the interlock relay. Any actual VW techs that want to comment and correct all the stuff I'm saying wrong, feel free. So what I did was I was trying to play with the relay because it was obviously clicking and having issues, and these suckers are definitely stuck in there hard. So as I was pulling it out, I pulled the casing right off of it. That's when I discovered that if you push the side of the relay, you can actually start the car. So you kind of jumping past the whole interlock system, and it'll help you start the car with absolutely no issues. So the way you do that is once you pull the cover off, you turn the key to the starting position over here, and then on the relay itself, there's a switch right there. I'm not going to push it right now because it'll put my car into all kinds of codes and stuff. And you just push that, and it'll basically run the ignition and start your car. The reason I have these two up here is because I'm replacing the one that is bottomless with the one that is, you know, fully new. By the way, these are the same as Mark 4s. You pull them off of any Mark 4 in a junkyard. I grabbed like 4 or 5 of them one day when I was at the junkyard. The reason I'm replacing them because we got the system fixed, so now we don't have that error with all the letters on here. And what it was there's some sort of a gear selector on the side of the transmission, and that tells the computer, or the computer tells it which gear it's in, I forget. But basically that thing just runs into trouble. As you can tell, we got 127,000 miles on this car. So the tracks are all worn out or something. Our mechanic replaced it for us, it's good to go. So now we don't have any more issues. I'm just gonna put the good relay back in, but I'm definitely keeping this other relay, this guy with the casing off, in the trunk for future problems. Again, I found this by accident, so I do think it sends the transmission into some sort of limp mode, but we're on the side of the road with hazards on, the car not starting, and we had this issue, so I did what I said before, and I was lucky enough to find that by accident, totally by accident, and that got us home, and we were able to use that to drive the car for a bit longer before we had a chance to go and get it fixed. It's not a cheap part, that tranny piece underneath. So that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. I just wanted to share that information before I button this back up, because I've never heard of anything like this online, and it definitely saved our butts big time. So real quick, that if you're going down there looking for it, it's a bit hidden. I just put it back and I forgot how incredibly hard it is to see when it's just in its place, but it's over here, passenger side. It's the furthest relay to the right. It's this long guy right here, this guy right here, and you can't even actually see the 175 over there, right? Because then the thing blocks it. Yeah, so it's the longest one. Come on, focus, you little. It's the furthest one on the right.